continuing on into the next episode. In the last one, we murked Clara. Okay, she's still alive, but she is now bedridden. And we are now just finishing that day of intense inner emotional turmoil for Flippy, and we'll see if he recovers. Although I think things are only going to get worse. And let's just hold my breath and see if I'm right. He just wouldn't come. How about we just don't go to sleep? Fair. I apparently didn't sleep for over 12. I apparently did sleep for over 12 hours yesterday. Spent the next few hours desperately trying to get to sleep. Ugh, no use. Oh shit. For a moment I thought that was the morning announcement, and then I realized we haven't even heard the night one yet.
Attention all toons, it is now 10 p.m. I'd say have a good night, but that'd be a false. Ha 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 ha.
Well, at least I know what time it is now. After gaining some sort of comfort from knowing the time, I was finally able to sleep. Shit.
Attention all toons, it is now 8 a.m. I have nothing to announce. Carry on this morning as usual.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, things are about to get more rough. Why didn't I have a motive dream? Wait. Why do I feel... Oh, no. Worse. There it is. Oh, no. I was one of the toons that got their laugh halved. I feel horrible. Clara feels even worse than me. How was she able to even speak to me? Ugh. Hopefully Clara didn't get hers halved. Jesus Christ. But I should get to the plaza for another meeting. I don't want anyone to think I'm dead. I forced myself to go as quickly as I could out the door. The side of me that likes to be a tricksy trickster honestly finds some interest and excitement out of that, though. Don't want anyone to think I'm dead. Why not? Why not just prank some people? They can handle it. I just go as quickly as I could out my door. Each step was easier. Guess the worst part is waking up. I emerged from my hut saying, true, honestly. Worst part is waking up.
Flippy!
Are you okay? Hey there, coach.
So, you're one of the toons affected today.
Okay, he's good.
That Philongi, who does he think he is? Messing with our laugh like this?
When I woke up, I felt especially bad, but I think I'm feeling better. Walking doesn't feel bad anymore.
Well, I guess that's good, but who also had their laugh halved today?
I guess we'll see once we all meet up in the plaza.
You're right. We can't be late.
Coach and I went to the tunnel. Coach Z, could you wait for me?
We're going to the plaza, Flippy. You don't need to keep up with me.
Oh, it's just respectful. Oh, right.
But I'll slow down for you.
Thank you. Thanks. We headed to the plaza together a lot slower. Thank you for being a friend. They're actually the first ones and following us. Oh, no. Flippy's down now. The punctuation with Bessie is weird sometimes.
So it seems, Bessie. I wonder, how will you deal with this, Flippy?
Why is he always talking like that? I swear it's like his catchphrase.
I wonder, how will you cope with this situation?
I'm not in the mood to try and decode what Oldman wants from me. After some minutes, more and more toons began arriving. It's like he's he's talking like he's studying us, I guess. Like he's so curious about what all of our reactions will be to stuff. Like he's he's trying to make a documentary about everyone here or something. I don't know. More and more tunes begin arriving. So, Flippy's one of today's victims. Oh boy. Looks like I was one of the lucky ones. Hey, Mo. Can you actually shut it? I don't want to hear anything from you. Excuse me? Look, you were the target in my dream this time, and I personally don't want to hear from you right now. Ooh. Oh, how ironic. If you want to expose me, I'll have you know, you were the target of my first motive dream. So if you want to say anything about what I apparently did to you, I'll have you know that I have plenty of dirt on you. What did I just walk into? A petty argument, I assume. One more tunes arrived a minute later. Flippy, who else is drained? Is it Clara? I'm fine for the most part, Tom. Well, at least one of us is okay. Yeah. Well, me was hit twice with the laugh drain. Napping all day proved not to be effective at mitigating the effects of the laugh drain. Well, yeah, you were gone all day. I totally forgot about you, honestly. I would not recommend it. I've had days where I slept nearly all of it. You feel like shit. It's a terrible idea. Do not sleep all day. Shirley was the last one of the pack. Minutes passed, but no one else arrived.
Clara and Harry. I'm not surprised. But shouldn't Paula be here by now?
Don't forget about Riggy.
Oh, right, Riggy.
4 people missing. 2, maybe 3 of them are drained. I mean, Paula's probably just at Harry's door. Doesn't mean she isn't drained. Oh, wait just a minute. Not surprised Clara isn't here. Well, why is that?
Alright, not everyone knows what happened. Look, all you need to know is...
Flippy threw 2 pies at Clara, which actually caused a bunch of laugh damage. Why'd you feel the need to steal that? No need to beat around the bush. What happened happened. He wasn't beating around the bush. Not yet, at least.
Well, judging by Clef and Surly, it seems those impacted by their laugh drain sort of get used to it. Anyways, where the heck is Paula and Riggy?
Maybe both of them were victims of the laugh drain this time. Paula, too?
The question is, would Flunky drain the same tune's laugh twice in a row?
I wouldn't put it past that cretin. Whatever. I'll go get Paula and Riggy. Hugo's left us waiting. Eventually, Google returned. With him he had... Riggy! Oh, shit. Oh, no. He did get hit twice, didn't he? Okay, so that's 3 then. They're the 2 that got unlucky. The things I have to go through. I cannot imagine the bad luck you had to have gotten chosen twice. Sometimes you roll snake eyes twice. Whatever that means. That's a pretty clear analogy, man. Paula was trying to check on Harry again, even in her state. Commendable. And Riggy, well, has seen better days. Yeah, imagine he's at the point where it hurts to walk now. Damn. I don't think I need to repeat myself about what's going on with Harry. So, I guess it's everyone for today.
Seems so. So, let's see here. Those still okay are... Giggles, Bessie, Oldman, Lou, Pete, Mo, Tom, myself, and Harry.
assumed Harry. Assumed Harry. We have not seen his face. We've not seen the color of that man's face. Gonna sound really weird out of context. We've not seen if his green has gotten any less green. And for the ones not feeling too well, Surly, Clef, Riggy, Paula, and Flippy, and Clara. Wait, isn't... Oh no, yeah, because Riggy got hit twice, that's 5, yeah. I was trying to think of a 6th one for a second. Which could be Harry. With Clara and Riggy feeling really bad. Bad? I have no idea what you're talking about. That's an obvious lie. So, the question now is, what next? It's not going to be long before we'll all be low on laugh. God damn, I cannot get those words in the right order. It's like trying to plug in a USB. I always go for the wrong side first. Every time. The 50-50 chance you lose 100%. Why don't we follow the trail? What trail? The one leading from Silly Street. Duh. Yeah. See, from Silly Street? I probably saw it because I was looking at the ground on my way here. I doubt that means anything, Riggy. A trail probably means something.
Well, got any other plans, Flippy? Flippy, do you?
I can't think of anything to do right now.
Then we might as well check on this supposed trail while we think of something to do.
I guess. And I'll backtrack towards the party hat building. Am I supposed to see it? I kind of see something, but it almost looks like nothing. I can't tell if that's it. I'll backtrack towards the party hat building, so it's going... Where is the party hat building, actually? I don't even know. I think I can see it, too. Yeah, think is the right word. I can't tell. Thing is it coming from Silly Street? Or go from? Maybe we can split up. Half and half. Oh boy. I don't think we need to think this through much, everyone. Just choose a side to go. Well, I call being on team 2 Silly Street. Alright, Flippy. Want to come with us? Sure. I too shall join you. Oh boy, going to Silly Street. Again. Count me out. I'll be on the other team. I'll go to Silly Street.
I'll go too.
6 should probably do. Seems we have an odd number. I will sit out on both teams, then they'll be even. No complaint there. Gosh, why does he insist on being... Like, he's gotta be the special one in every situation. Like, oh, only one person needs to sit out? Oh, that will be me, obviously. Like, you don't even get anything from being the one to sit out, but he clearly looks like he has some sort of pride from it. It's like, how petty. Ugh. He's definitely a nice, hateable character, you know. He's not too typical of the antagonist. In that he's... You know... He's... Like, I can sort of tell why he does the things that make him hateable. Like, sometimes the antagonist is just rude for no reason. But I can tell, like, he does these things because he wants to be... the special one. The top of the top, basically. It's pretty clear with how he talks and the things he does. That's my opinion, at least. This Tom, Pete, Oldman, Bessie, Coach Z, and I went to Silly Street. Okay, well, this is... Been here 3 times now. This is feeling like it could be the body, in which case there's only 2 people not here, right? We have 661. It's only Harry and Clara. Well, there's no trail on the ground here. It's concrete. Did Flunky just prank us?
As if a cog would pull a joke on us. Let's just move on. I bet we're going to find nothing.
Hopefully, if we do find something, it's good. Is that what people usually think when they see trails on the ground that weren't there before? There'll be a pot of gold at the end of this trail. I can feel it. When I see an ominous trail, all the ominous signs I get filled with optimism. Nothing makes me more optimistic than a blood trail. Although I assume this isn't a blood trail because I could not see anything. It better not be a trap by Flunky. Maybe Flunky hid something in the trapdoor system. If so, then we shouldn't go into it. But would Flunky really kill us like that?
He better not. His goal is to get us to kill each other. I highly doubt he would.
So, like, what? Do you want to check the trapdoor system again? I, don't really wanna. Last time it was kinda yucky. We don't have to search everywhere again, Bessie. Here, I'll just check the entrance, just to see if Flunky pulled any shenanigans. I'll take a look, too. I haven't actually seen much of the trapdoor system myself. I don't think you should try excavating, considering how you are right now, Flippy. Besides, we need to quickly scan the street and report back. Oh, right. I want to open the trapdoor to take a peek inside. But instead, we saw... Oh no. Yeah, this is probably it. Okie dokie. Is it Clara or Harry? If it's Clara, things are about to get a lot worse. They finished her off. They finished Clara off. And then hid the body. Took her all the way out here. Clara. Oh no. Well, I could definitely see how my decisions got her killed. I really wonder who it would have been if I hadn't done that. Oh no. Clara's dead body. Ah! Oh man, these are gonna be some bad times for Flippy. Oh wow. Couldn't she have just like locked her door or something? Ugh. Right in the chest there's a stain. No. Clara! She can't be dead? Dead? I said that with a question mark. Flippy! Don't tell me. Is it... Let me see.
It can't be a body, right?
Bessie, Pete, and Coach Z all sprinted towards the trapdoor, and they all looked in. Yes, it is, boys and girls.
Body has been discovered. Located on Silly Street. No. She's really dead. Curse you, Flunky. Putting us in this stupid killing game.
But why? It's only been a full day since the motive started. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would go a little longer, but wow. Yeah, it probably would have if we didn't do that to Clara. if we didn't just double tap her in front of everyone. Yeah, why would someone do this to Clara? Someone? As in, one of us?
It could only have been a Toon. Flunky wouldn't have done this himself. Which means someone took the coward's way out. Rather than stay and endure the suffering, they vowed to escape alone.
And took out the freaking easiest target there was. Freaking bedridden. Probably could have just thrown her down there and she would have died from the fall.
How pathetic of them.
At least Oldman's gonna be on our side in this trial and he's not gonna be like a Nagito in the first trial.
No one took on my offer of hypnosis, and yet someone was perfectly willing to commit murder. It's astonishing how skewed a coward's morals can be.
That's not the issue. The issue right now is Clara's dead. Dead forever. She was so nice. She respected my decisions, even if they weren't in her favor. So, why? Why would someone do this? We then heard the others run over to us.
Who's dead?
Don't tell me. Is it? Why is the trap door open again?
Clara's body is in it.
Wait, so Clara's dead?
Did you not hear, old men? Yes!
Look, inside of the trapdoor. Everyone gotta look at Clara. That's horrible. She's just there. Compared to what I've seen fighting the cogs, it's very tame. There's no blood. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a dead body. Okay, he saved that. Everyone went silent. That silence was quickly broken by...
Humph. Not everyone is here, but I might as well restore all of your laughs. Almost all of you know who died now.
And just like that... blow up. I felt a little better, but considering everything, it doesn't change the fact that Clara is dead. So, now what? Looks like we all better? It seems so, Clef. But Clara is still left this world. She is dramatic. We'll have to vote for who did this to her. And we most likely don't have the luxury of time on our side.
Ah, finally feeling better. Sucks Clara bit the dust, but what can you do about it?
I understand you've been void of your usual gleeful self for a while, Riggy, but now is not the time for a joke. Once again, we all fell into silence. Not even Coach Z spoke up again. I guess I have to lead. Someone has to. Everyone, we have to do this. For Clara. She wouldn't want her death to be in vain. Nailed it. So, we have to do it. We have to find out who did this to her. That sounded dumb, didn't it? Yeah, we can't just do nothing.
If we did, we'd simply be cowards. Well, Flippy. It seems you truly are our leader.
Is that true? Regardless if it was, I have to be now. For Clara. What are we getting here? Ooh. That piano slide to enter this song. I don't think Civ makes music, but I don't think I've heard this version before. Alright, now. Can't help but jam out, man. Music is my passion. Maybe by checking the body itself, but I don't want to see her again like that. I'm a guess that you're thinking about taking another look at the body, Flippy. It's a good guess. Yeah. I just still don't believe it. Why would one of us, a Toon, do something like this? I don't know, Tom. I don't know. I say that. But It could have been the motive dream, or the desire to escape. Maybe both? Well, I need to first look at Clara again. I may have overheard your conversation. Would you two like for me to take a close look at the body? Yes, that'd be nice. Very well, I shall begin my inspection. Hold on there. Have someone else come with you. Does anyone else have any sort of knowledge on poisons? That is what I'll be inspecting. Or do you say that because you suspect me? Who I suspect doesn't matter. No one should be left alone at any time, in case someone tries destroying evidence. Speaking of Toons alone, Mo and Harry need to get here before either of them tries anything. In that case, I'll get both of them. They have to understand they'll be suspected if they stay alone. I'll follow you to make sure that happens. And Lou's on the case. In that case, would you be okay with seeing the body with me, Flippy? I suppose I have to. If you need to switch out, Flippy, I'll be here. Thank you. So then I went over the trapdoor and climbed inside. I overheard Tom giving instructions for everyone to form duos. Good job, Tom. Oh, Clara. Gone so soon. I'll be honest, Flippy. I don't think anyone had any access to poisons, considering all we had with our gags. However, just in case Monkey might have bribed someone with anything, I'll still check. That makes sense. Can do it, Flippy. So what's the stain on her chest? Well, let's observe the most obvious thing first. The stain on her shirt. What could that be? Well, that caught your eye, Flippy. The stain on her shirt. Or is it wet? Let me check. Fleet touched the stain with a bit of hesitation. Well, it is a stain, that's for sure. The problem is, there's no easy way to test what it was. Have an idea what it might be? But we'll see. Well, even the fact that it's a stain, or not her shirt being wet, might help us. I suppose so. I feel like I'm only here to make sure Shirley doesn't do anything. And what could he do? Maybe check her pockets? It doesn't appear she has any. Let me see if there's anything underneath her. Shirley carefully reached behind Clara's back. Good call, Flippy. Shirley pulled out a note. Yes, you can read it first. I'll try checking Clara's eyes for any sign of poison. A note was underneath her? How did they get there? Alright. Let's see here. Clara, you're probably asleep, but it's urgent. Meet me at the pet shop as soon as possible. Flippy and I will be waiting for you. What? Me? We think we found a way in. Perhaps it could actually be an escape. I know you're not feeling well, but please come as soon as possible. Man! Every single time there's a note lying in Danganronpa, it's talking about finding an escape, I swear. If you're in a killing game and anyone tells you they found an escape via note or to your face, do not go near that person. It is a very commonly used lie, apparently. So is that what I think it is? The handwriting looks very stiff. Might have even been made with a ruler. Okay. Yeah, so obviously by the murderer. Disguised their handwriting. But this letter was clearly a trap. But why mention my name? They threw us in there, a little spice to the note to make her trust it, I guess. It's not Tom, right? Oh. I don't think it would be someone close to us, if that's what he's implying. I mean, it might cast suspicion on them, but I don't think it would. I don't think that would be the truth. Hold on, the corner of this note. Yeah, it's pie cream? Did she really just get killed with another pie? What an absolutely Looney Tune death. I mean, there's no other injuries on her, so she was killed by a freaking pie. Then that would implicate Clef, right? I suspect there's more people with access to pies somehow. Because it wouldn't be that easy. Did you check her eyes out yet, Surly? It's quite difficult in this dark area, but nothing seems to be wrong with her eyes. If poison was somehow used, there's no obvious symptoms. This note has pie cream on it. Do you think that the weapon was a whole cream pie? Why do they keep saying the whole name? Just say a pie. That would make sense. Can we smell the stain? Pies smell, don't they? But wouldn't that make Clef the killer? He was the one with the pie supply, yes. Yeah. Then perhaps that does cast suspicion on him. Could also be a frame, though. However, we shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet, though you should definitely question him. Yeah, I will. I'll climb back out now. Are you coming with me? Or, that was me. I'll stay for now to test your hypothesis that she was killed the whole cream pie. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard to test. Like, don't they have, like... I don't know what whole cream is, honestly. Okay, I'll get someone else to watch you. Tag out for Tom. You doing okay, Flippy? No. But I don't have a choice. We have to figure out how to do this to Clara. Do you need me to go into the trapdoor? If you're willing to. Alright, Pete. Looks like Flippy and I are switching partners. That's fine with me. Well, I should get this out of the way. Who are the ones in your motive dreams? Ooh. I'm assuming you're trying to see who got Clara, right? Yeah. Well, neither of them did anything too bad for me, but it was Paula the first night and Surly the second. Alright. Good, Paula the first night. I assume you're going to ask everyone this. I plan to. The thing is, I doubt the killer would tell the truth. Yeah, that is true. However, I don't think anyone has a target for multiple people the same night. Yeah, I kind of just assumed that, just based on what I was hearing. And that kind of makes sense. It'd be kind of unfair if one person got picked multiple times. So, if you get any duplicate answers for the same night, that could be telling. Oh, we're gonna be like a jailer in town of Salem. Ask everyone for their name. Ask everyone for their dream. I still can't believe one of us did this. It's a reality I'm simply not willing to accept yet. We're Toons, right? Why would one of us do this? Do something like this? In the middle of my thoughts, suddenly some Toons arrived at the scene. There's Harry. You four! I finally got Harry out of his hut. You made me almost bust down his door to do so. It's been a while since I've actually seen Harry. Yeah. Well, I guess since Harry would be the most comfortable around Paula, I'll team up with Mo. Well, I'll be investigating the end of the street. Hold on, before you both go, is it true that you two were each other's targets? Well, I already said Giggles was my target night 1 and Mo night 2. You, Mo? There's literally no reason to withhold this, unless you did it. He already said his night 1, right? It was Lou. Fine, as I stated, you were my target the first night. The second night, it was that idiot Oldman. Okay. I'll be leaving now, and I have to follow you. There goes those two. How about Paula? Did she mention both of hers? So, Harry, how have you been? Any of you could have done this. I can't trust any of you. Well, Harry, could you tell me who you got in your motive dreams? Why do you want to know? Because we need to know who got who. I don't trust you with that. I don't trust any of you. But not telling us is suspicious. You know that, Harry. You're all out to get me. I should have stayed inside. Harry. Damn. Well, that's a bummer. We couldn't ask who they got in their motive dreams. Paula got affected by the laugh drain like me. Oh, that's right. But at least she didn't know. At least we know she didn't have one last night. I suppose that's something. Did she mention one the first night? I can't remember. Anyways, I need to ask Clef about something. Alright, go ahead. Clef, there's something I need to ask you. What is it? What it? Did anyone have access to your pies? Well, it did like some tunes clean up the pie event. Me, Lou, and Oldman left them. Them that stayed behind must have taken them, right? Which were rude of them. They should have just given them back to me. Who stayed behind to clean up the pie event? It's quite a few people, I think. No, Giggles did, and whoever stayed back. They only needed one pie to finish Clara off. So, that it? Well, who was in your motive dreams? It were Giggles. Me no were fi gonna in a detail. Go in a detail. Me no want fi go in a detail. Just Giggles? Yeah, last night. That makes sense, right? Remember, Clef got his laugh drain the first night, so we only had one. Right. I sort of forgot about the first three who got impacted. Yeah, it was Clef, Surly, and Riggy. Well, it was me, Riggy. Sorry. And the second day it was me, Paula, and Riggy again. Are you three discussing about the motive dreams? Yep. Who were in yours, Oldman? Well, I suppose I should tell you. Night 1 was Mo. Night 2 was you, Pete. The little Oldman had Mo. Night 2. Gosh, this is gonna be hard to remember. Oldman had Pete. Me? What did I do to you? Nothing major, Pete. Nothing major. Alright. Well, that's two people who have had Pete as well, right? Tom and then Oldman. So that's all of Pete's accounted for. No one else is allowed to say Pete. Well, I want to investigate other areas. However, I lack a partner. Clef, you don't have a partner either, yes? Yeah. Well then, let's depart. Still feeling bad about this motive situation with Tom. Yes, I can relate. I almost killed Clara. And I suspect a whole cream pie was the weapon. So, did I cause her to die? If someone was planning to kill Clara, I don't think they would have stopped had you not dealt 80 damage to her. Okay, well that's a number. Apparently we know that as a fact. He's not gonna question it. Yeah, okay, so apparently every pie has 40 damage. I didn't know that. Whatever. That doesn't change the fact that someone would want Clara dead. Well, let's just talk to that pair over there. Ask them about their motive dreams. Oh great, it's you. Hello, Giggles? Yeah, we know his first night.
Oh, come on, Giggles. We don't even know if those motive dreams were real.
Speaking of them, do either of you mind telling us who you got?
Well, I actually got Tom night 1 and Bessie night 2. No matter what they did to me, I honestly don't care. As long as they've improved, then good for them.
Who's Bessie? I think it's the first person to say Bessie, maybe? I see. And you, Giggles? Flippy and Harry. Is that all you need to know? Well, there's something I wanted to ask Coach Z.
What is it?
Yesterday night, you said you were going for a nighttime jog, right? That's right. Did you see anyone at that time? That would be good to know, since we have no idea when Clara was killed. It's not even, there's no, time is not even a concept here.
Well, I didn't see anyone, though I wasn't really looking out for anyone, obviously.
Not even Clara?
Nope. I only jogged for like an hour, then relaxed in my room for some time. Eventually, the nighttime announcement played.
How long do you think you were relaxing?
Maybe around an hour and a half.
So 8:30? No one was suspiciously out before 8:30. It doesn't really help us much. Yeah, it doesn't really help us like at all, pretty much. So the nighttime announcement was at 10. Because Clara could have died at any time between 8:30 and when we found her. Maybe 8:30 a.m. or so. A whole 12 hours. Was that when we found her? 8:30 a.m. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling us, Coach Z.
No problem.
Doesn't look like we're getting anywhere. Well, if I'm correct, it doesn't seem like there have been any overlaps in motive dream stuff, at least so far. Yeah, there's only one person who's been encountered for 2 nights. Hey, Pete? Yes? How have you been keeping your composure during this investigation? I can't really focus. Well, our feelings can't get in the way of finding out who did this. And, well, I don't know who exactly has died in my life before, due to memory loss. I know this isn't my first time seeing a dead body. Whoa. Didn't expect this dark side from Pete's character. That's awful, Pete. It is, but losing tunes I've talked to isn't a new concept to me. And yet, I still get attached to new tunes I meet. But even if I do, I'm always prepared to lose them. I don't think I could have ever do that. That's what I thought before. But we can't falter now. We have to get through this case. Yeah, we have to, Pete. There's still one more duo we haven't questioned yet. Considering who I've talked to, it'd be Bessie and Riggy, right? Yes. Riggy, you seem way too happy right now.
What can I say? I'm basically going through a happiness relapse.
Flippy and I are asking around what motive dreams each tune had.
Well, you already know I had none. I got super unlucky.
I don't know if I want to say who. You don't have to go into detail, just say who you got. You got Clara, didn't you? I think considering that conversation, you, Coach Z, Giggles, and I had the first motive. Morning the motive started, you had Coach Z first night, right? What? How'd you guess? Can kind of remember that? Well, morning Giggles, morning Flippy, morning... Oh yeah, she left off Coach C's name. That wasn't that subtle, but immediately got overshadowed by Giggles being even more obvious. You agreed to Giggles and then kind of drifted when you saw Coach Z. I guess I made it pretty obvious, huh? Yup. Well, if you needed to know who I got last night, then... Bessie? How do I put this? I, need to check something at the Toon Hall. Yeah. It was definitely Clara. Gotta be Clara, right? I'm just gonna assume that's one person for Clara so far, but had her night 2, which I don't think would be very suspicious, because you'd have to wake up, commit the murder, and then get back before the morning announcement. So you'd pretty much have to wake up early, which, I mean, they don't have alarm clocks. So if she got Clara the second night, that's probably doesn't mean anything, I would guess.
It's probably nothing. We just gotta get through this trial, buckos.
How can you be so happy, Riggy?
Didn't you overhear what I said to Bessie? I'm basically going through a relapse. Besides, we're toons. Being gloomy is just not our thing.
So if I'm envious of him or worried about him. Back to when I thought of the idea of fishing, Riggy seemed glad to embrace escapism. Is his apparent glee a form of escapism? It's almost like how Tom was, to the extreme. Well, Riggy, Flippy thinks the weapon was a whole cream pie, and we need to know who was able to get any. That's right. We know that Clef had his stash, but there were a good amount of toons that cleaned up the area. And I didn't see the pie table this morning, so they must have taken the pies with them, right?
Oh, that's easy. It was Giggles, Paula, Coach C, and Tom. Why didn't you ask me that sooner? Such a simple question.
Giggles, Paula, Coach Z, and Tom. I see. Well, thank you for telling us, Riggy.
No problem, bucko. Well, I gotta catch up to Bessie, so ta-ta.
I feel like everyone keeps running off to do their own thing. I can't really blame them. Who knows who the culprit is? Considering the fact we talked to everyone. Or at least, I have. I've spoken with the killer at least one time today. That's true. That is a scary thought. However, it's something we just have to accept. When they all seem so normal. According to the rules, Flunky will hold some sort of trial, and we'll have to execute the killer. That's right. I want to get justice for Clara, but the only way to do is to execute the killer? Come on, Flippy. There's still other things to investigate. Yeah. It's good to have someone as grounded as Pete by my side. Well, we've talked to everyone, so I think the next place we should go would be the pet shop, since that's where the note Clara got told her to go. Huh? A note? Sorry. I forgot to tell you. Sterling found the note on Clara during his examination. What does it say? Here, you can read it. Odd. What's with this geometric handwriting? I think they used some sort of straight edge to make sure we couldn't trace who wrote this. Based on handwriting, yeah. Well, I suppose that's clever on their part. Huh? Flippy, why is your name mentioned in this? That's what I've been wondering. My guess is that the killer used my name to lure Clara into a false sense of safety. Well, it doesn't exactly help us. I think of all of us at least knew you and Clara were friends. Oh, I feel like Pete had the same thought I had when I first read that part. That it was someone close to us? That it was Tom? Would Pete think that? That's his one friend that's here. It seems there's pie cream on this note, too. Yeah, that and the stain on her shirt is what makes me think a whole cream pie killed her. How absolutely comical. What a silly death. Imagine. All the other deaths we'd had in Danganronpa Fangans is Clara just got killed with a pie. They really should have done it to her face. Oh. Just a break from the sadness here. Like, shouldn't they have just gone for like just a straight comedy skit thing and just done a pie to the face? They went for her chest. Which is I guess it's an odd mix of like comedy and gruesomeness. Because, you know, if you want to stab someone, you stab him in the chest, I guess. So it's like he got stabbed, but with a pie. He handed me back the note. Well, I suppose checking out the pet shop might help then. Yeah. Pete and I headed back through the tunnel that leads to Silly Street. None of the group said anything about where this faint trail leads to. Maybe... We're at 48 minutes right now. I'm going to try and finish the investigation so that I can break up the trial into its own episodes, probably. So let's keep going. We're going to finish the investigation. I just realized there's a butterfly there. Look at that. There's the fence that never came into effect. I wonder if it would have in a different timeline. I really want to see some of those now, but... that's for another time. So the trail leads only to the pet shop. Oh, okay. I think I see it now. And it's not just... There's like a texture pattern there. There's like a... I have to get up really close to the screen and squint to see it. There's like a little like dotted pattern there. So that is the trail, and it stops right here in front of the fence. Interesting. Someone could have stood here in the fence, sat here in the fence and peeped through the hole, but I guess no one did. You see it too, right? Yeah, on the ground. Yeah, it looks like something was dragged along the ground. I said something, but both of us knew what I meant. Let's check around for any other clues. Pete and I tried to find anything important, but we found nothing. Besides the fence, which was already ruined, everything was how it already was. How it always was. Well, at least you have a form of memento to remember not just Clara, but all of us. The fence? Wait, no. Paula, Mo, and Harry didn't participate in this. Still, it was a rather amusing event, albeit quite barbaric. Guess it was. Well, anyways, is there anywhere else we should go? I think we should go to see Clara's hut. That would be a good idea. Maybe there's something left behind there. We were about to go to the huts when... Ah, there you are, Flippy. What is it, Surly? Well, I finished my examination, and I searched around the trapdoor system for anything. And to put it bluntly, neither of us found anything new. So, there's nothing suspicious about the trapdoor system itself. No evidence lying on the floor. Well, if there was, it'd be too dark to see. Concerning, but okay. Well, this is a good timing. We're about to go check Clara's hut. I had the same idea. It was her last known whereabouts, yes? Yeah. Well, let's go then. Four of us headed over to the huts. Yep. So, Surly, there wasn't any poisons, right? No, it didn't appear so. So if Clara really did perish to a pie, perhaps her death was painless. Hopefully, at least. Well, when toons go sad, usually it takes a few seconds. Go sad, huh? I guess that's death. Well, let's yearn, it wasn't more than that. Well, putting that aside, who did you guys have as your targets? I've told this to Flippy, but it was Paula and you, Surly. Well, you know Pete was my first one, but second night was actually Coach. I must say, the motive dream was an odd thing to experience. Tom, you were the one in mine. It seems us three got each other through these 2 nights. That's right. Pete got Surly night 1. Wait, what? Hold on. No, Pete got Surly night 2. Tom got Pete night 1. Surly got Tom night 2. Okay. Yeah, so that's both of Tom's accounted for now. 2 people have said Tom. Wait. Flippy, I don't recall you telling me who you got in your motive dream. Ah, right. I only told some of you this. Who exactly? I'm not too sure. But I think I told Giggles, Coach Z, Lou, and Clara who I got. I see. Well, who was it then? It was Clef. Clef? Yeah, it wasn't anything bad, though if what I was told is true, I feel bad for him. His favorite pies, I threw them. And Clara... Flippy... I know, Tom. I need to get over it. I understand the situation. However, we need to check out Clara's cabin. Yeah, I know. Yeah, things get from bad to worse to worst. Oh, I instantly remembered. Yeah, this wasn't very long before she died, wasn't it? Have a nice nap. You've got a death in the morning. Don't be late. Why? Why was that the last time I saw her? I should have stayed longer. This is the first time I've been here. I assume that's the same for all of us. Yeah. Let's see if anything feels off about this place. Sure. Well, luckily we were here before, so we'd know if anything was out of place. Peyton and I will check the this large room. Would you two be able to check the bedroom? Alright, let's do this, Flippy. I'll check the closet. You think you can check the bed? Sure. Check to see what's underneath the sheets. Nothing. Maybe there's something inside the mattress? No, nothing there either. Find anything, Tom? Well, I guess. Isn't this Bessie's costume? Ah, it should be. What's it doing here? I remember Bessie saying that she left her costume in Clara's closet. Maybe to see if it could cheer her up? Ah, okay, so this isn't related to the case or anything? It's a few sticks and some rubber bands. I mean, it'd probably be really easy to recreate and replace. I don't see how it could be that crucial, you know, it's not like unique or anything. I don't think so. I've searched the trapdoor system, found nothing, and now nothing in this closet is useful. It's just Bessie's costume and copies of Clara's clothes. Wait, Clara's clothes? Did you never check your closet? I think Funky put extra copies of her clothes in whatever hut we stayed in our first night. Oh, I've never changed my clothes yet. Oh, well, you don't smell. Thanks. This is awkward. Yeah, a little. I just wish I found something good in here, but all I've done is confirm nothing important in places. Right, yeah. Tom, even doing that is worth something. Doesn't feel like it. I know it probably doesn't, but any form of investigation, even if it leads to nothing, is something. That's true, for sure. I mean, we're not really seeing it in this case, but like, you know, sometimes the lack of information in a place, lack of evidence is evidence, kind of. I feel like I can see that happening in a trial. Because of you, we know that the trapdoor system doesn't have any obvious clues. It's also really important for just ruling things out, you know, because you gotta narrow down the possibilities to just one. And so you have to eliminate a lot of the possibilities because there's only one true one. So that's why you gotta investigate everything. But yeah, that's pretty true. And now we know Clara's closet most likely hasn't been opened since Bessie gave her costume to her. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Flippy. No problem. Though, Flippy, as someone who's pretending to be happy a lot, I can definitely tell you're far from feeling well. Of course I'm not feeling well, Tom. Me neither, but we can get through this, Flippy. Even if I was wrong that no one would kill, maybe Flunky is the one that did this? I wish that were true. And maybe it is, but yeah, we just have to face the truth, don't we, Flippy? That's it, huh? Wow, I was expecting more because there was pretty much no material evidence there. I think the only thing we saw was the piece of paper and the goggles, the glasses, but I doubt that's becoming a truth bullet. All righty tighty. Then, while we have the music break here, I'm gonna stop things here. That was the first murder and investigation. Things have gotten kicked off. I feel like the murder victim themselves wasn't super surprising, at least given, you know, it wasn't surprising. It would be surprising at the beginning of my recording today, but definitely not surprising at the end of it. She was a sitting duck, which would have been a great joke if she were actually a duck, but she's a rabbit, so oh well. In the next episode, we will see which Toon was a bad Toon and committed the murder of helpless Clara. Seems they lured her out with a note, killed her with a pie, which does 40 damage. All these clues I have gathered, and more, will be useful in the class trial, which will probably take place over the course of the next 1 or 2 episodes. I would guess 2. But yeah. Get excited. I'll see you there. Bye.
Danganronpa.